The Football World Cup 2022 is coming up soon and it is going to be a great event. The FIFA World Cup is the biggest sporting event in the world and it is going to take place in Qatar in 2022. The World Cup 2022 is going to be a huge event in the history of football and in the history of the world. The Football World Cup 2022 is the dream of every football fan. The World Cup is a beautiful event that brings together the best football teams in the world. This event is held once every 4 years and is always a big deal. A Football World Cup is an event that will bring together the best football teams in the world and will be a great experience for all football fans. Please like and share the video, subscribe to this channel, and click the bell icon for more updates. The 2022 FIFA World Cup in Qatar is almost here. This year's edition will be the first tournament hosted in the Middle East and the first to be held at the end of the calendar year, in November and December. 8 stadiums will host the event across 5 cities in Qatar: Lusail, Al Khor, Al Rayyan, Al Wakra, and Doha. The World Cup draw was conducted on April 1st and allowed event chiefs to set the complete group stage schedule, including times and dates. The World Cup knockout stage is predetermined, with slots already assigned to the top 2 teams that will qualify from each group. 2 initial slots were also reserved in Group D and Group E for the winner of the 2 intercontinental playoffs. Australia claimed the first ticket with a victory on penalties over Peru. Costa Rica beat New Zealand by a 1-0 scoreline in the other intercontinental playoff to claim the 32nd and final slot at Qatar 2022. How many teams are in the World Cup? The 2022 Men's World Cup in Qatar will feature 32 teams before the field expands to 48 teams for the 2026 World Cup. The FIFA Men's World Cup has featured 32 teams for the last 6 editions, since France in 1998. Joining host nation Qatar at the tournament will be 31 other countries that have earned a ticket through regional qualifying matches. It was predetermined how many nations qualified from each region. Africa CAF, 5. Asia AFC, 4+1 playoff qualifier. Europe UEFA, 13. North Central America and Caribbean CONCACAF, 3+1 playoff qualifier. Oceania OFC, 1 playoff qualifier. South America CONMEBOL, 4+1 playoff qualifier. The 4 playoff qualifiers in the list participated in 2 intercontinental playoff matches played in June 2022, featuring 1 nation from each of the 4 different regions. Those matchups determined the final 2 qualifiers for the 2022 World Cup: Asia vs. South America, and North America vs. Oceania. Asia vs. South America. Australia, 3rd in the Asian qualifying group, beat Peru, 5th in South America, in a penalty shootout on June 13 to claim a place in Qatar. The Socceroos, into their 5th straight World Cup, defeated the United Arab Emirates 2-1 in an Asian Confederation playoff just to earn the chance to face Peru. North America vs. Oceania. Costa Rica, 4th place in North America, advanced to the World Cup after beating New Zealand Oceania winner 1-0 on June 14 for the final ticket to Qatar. The Ticos will join Germany, Spain, and Japan in Group E. The final European World Cup berth was also determined in June. Wales beat Ukraine 1-0 in a single elimination playoff final on June 5. Wales and Ukraine defeated Austria and Scotland, respectively, to reach the final. The World Cup draw breakdown. Group A. Group B. Group C. Group D. Group E. Group F. Group G. Group H. When does the World Cup start? Group matches Sunday, November 20, 2022. World Cup Final, Sunday, December 18, 2022. The 2022 FIFA World Cup will kick off on a Sunday, a day earlier than originally scheduled, with hosts Qatar facing Ecuador in the opening Group A match at the El Bayt Stadium. The World Cup Final will also be held on a Sunday, as per tradition. The trophy will be hoisted by the winner on Sunday, December 18, 2022. Why is the World Cup taking place in November and December? Originally scheduled to take place during June and July, the tournament was moved to Qatar's winter season due to the extreme heat during the summer, where temperatures often exceed 40 degrees. It does mean that some of the world's top leagues will be put on hold for the tournament. But, according to David Beckham, a Qatar 2022 ambassador, the timing will have benefits. I was lucky enough to play in 3 World Cups, and I know that I went into each one of those World Cups playing probably 50 to 60 games in the season, Beckham told Al Jazeera in Doha. Players are coming into this World Cup after playing 25 games. So they will be arriving fresh and excited. Their energy is going to be at the top level, so I think what you're going to see on the pitch is probably like no other World Cup. What are the COVID entry requirements? Vaccination is not mandatory for fans to enter Qatar for the World Cup. However, they will need to show a negative COVID test and then download a contact tracing phone app called Adaraz. What is the Haya card and why do you need it? A Haya card works as a fan ID. It is a personalized document, accessed via an app after logging in, issued to every ticket holder, and will need to be shown to get into any of the World Cup stadiums. It also works as an entry permit to Qatar and will also allow holders to use public transport free of charge during the tournament. Haya card holders will be allowed to stay in Qatar until January 23rd, and will also act as a multiple-use entry visa for tourists visiting the UAE. Please don't wait to ask in your comments section if you have any other queries. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Please like and share the video, subscribe to this channel and click the bell icon for more updates.